Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you very much for your continued support. And to the members, thank you very much for my members that keep me sane in a way. Yes, it's been a wonderful 24 hours. In fact, April, before we start off, let me just say, it is Thursday, the 10th of April today. Yes, it is, all day. And I may have to head home today because tomorrow I've got tasks at my own property. Yes. Anyway, it's April. We are 10 days into April, and so far this month, we have gained 1,400 new people to the channel. Our community is growing, and thank you very much for everyone that does that. We all know we are a channel which does non-bullshittery and transparency, and thank you for being part of that. So what's been happening then? Well, there's too much to go on. First of all, this bit confuses me. Now, whether you like it or not, the law is the law. So, Russell Brand has been charged with sexual crimes. He has been charged with the capital R. Yep. Now, if I say that as a word, as in rape, YouTube will give me restrictions. But there we go. Fucked up again. Anyway, yeah, he's been charged with it. Now, I find this strange. What happened to the days where if you were charged with a heinous crime, you went on remand or you were locked up until your trial? Is it now we've reached a stage that if you're a multi-millionaire and you have money to pay people, does that mean that you don't get locked up? Because believe it or not, he's about to go and give a speech at a US college about censorship. But he's been charged with this crime, but he's still going to give a speech about... Listen, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how things work anymore. When I was growing up, if someone was charged with that crime, they would go on remand until their court case. Today, they're let out and they just roam the streets. Now, he may be innocent, he may not be innocent, it doesn't matter. But the fact that he's been charged speaks volumes as far as I'm concerned. But there is a lot of conspiracies out there. Maybe it's because they're trying to censor him. I don't know. Let's just see what happens at the end of this here. Yeah. And our king and queen, the king and queen, King Charles and Queen Camilla, are celebrating their 20th wedding anniversary. 20th. And they are in Italy on a tour, and they have had an audience with the Pope. Yes. Now, listen. Let's not go down any other road here, but just listen to what I have to say. Queen Camilla has been interviewed about it, and she's now giving advice on how to hold on to a marriage. She's giving advice on how to hold on to a marriage. Now, I get that. Well done. 20 years. You did 10 years longer than me, love. Well done. But I think that she's the last person to give advice on a marriage because she ruined a marriage. Or should I say she played a good part in ruining a marriage. So I don't really think her advice on a marriage should be, well, it should be taken with a pinch of salt, really. One of her advices should be, I don't know. You tell me in the comments. I mean, to me, it just seems a bit weird to say that. I mean, you shouldn't say that. Diana, the people's princess. The landmine detector. Anyway, let's move on. What else is happening today? Oh yeah. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we start with this pantomime which took place yesterday? Yes, the Royal Courts of Justice in London. Very secure. CCTV everywhere. Very secure. In fact, because the Timu Prince was there yesterday, security was heightened. There was security everywhere. Metropolitan Police, SO19 outside, Specialist Firearms Unit, bodyguards galore. Not only that, inside the Royal Courts of Justice, there would have been searching of handbags, searching of body searches, metal detectors using a piece of equipment called the hoodlum, front and back to make sure you've got no metal on you. Everyone searched thoroughly to go and sit in the public gallery. And yet Harry produced this pantomime, this clown show, which was embarrassing, where a woman stood up and says, "I support you, Harry." which resulted in Harry's bodyguards. Well, I don't know who hired them. I don't what company they're from. Let's find out. Let's find out who those bodyguards are from, because they were the worst bodyguards ever. They bundled Harry out of court because the woman said it, fearing for his life, because the woman had a notebook and pen taking notes on a mobile phone. I mean, I don't think he needs security. I just think he needs mental health intervention or new bodyguards. They were utterly shocking, and it's embarrassing. Whoever was the firm that supplied Harry those bodyguards they don't need any more jobs. They don't. I mean, I think they probably got them off the bouncers of, in Belfast at the weekends, you've got bouncers on KFC, and I think they were probably KFC standard, these bouncers. It was a shit show, but it showed the world how insecure he is. When people say hello to him or I support you, he panics. No wonder he thinks he's under threat. In fact, let me get this right. Hashida Fatima, his barrister, said that Harry's life's at stake. It's not. It's not. I think you'll find that no one cares. It's actually not at stake. I think, personally, that people are just fed up with his nonsense. And he doesn't like the UK. He's made it quite clear. I don't think that the UK should pay for it. Taxpayers should be paying for anything to do with him. He made his bed. Now you've got to lie on it, kiddo. Now you've got to lie on it. Just get on with it. Stop complaining. But there's a few more stories today which are shocking, and that is to do with the grooming gangs, which our Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, did state that there was going to be 4 inquiries into different areas. And it looks now that, well, it doesn't look, it has happened. Our current Labour government have washed their hands with the grooming gang inquiries because it may offend Asian communities. So those little girls which were abused and groomed are now going to have to just man up and get on with it, because as far as the government's concerned, they don't care, which is very sad. It's very sad indeed, because we've let down those young girls. We've let them down. We've let their families down. We've let communities down. Not only that, we've let the country down. Where do we stand now with all this type of thing if we're just going to brush it under the carpet and not inquire? Because we don't want to offend people. Isn't it weird that we're going to brush it under the carpet not to offend certain communities, but if we tweet something, that could result in a few years in jail? As that young lady from Southport that tweeted that still found out. She hasn't been released yet. Where do we go? Anyway, it is Thursday. The weekend is upon us, nearly. And what have we got planned? Well, I have sent a message out to a friend of mine this morning. And you know what? No, Trevor, don't discuss it. Don't discuss it. Because you know that at the minute you mention what you're about to do, the person you're about to go and do it with is going to get online trolled. So we leave it to the last day, and then we'll just surprise you all. And I hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of shit going down in the UK at the minute, isn't there? You've got the Donald Trump tariff wars. I thought it was 104% he'd put on China. I read yesterday it was 104% tariffs on China. I was chatting to someone last night that told me it was 105. And this morning in the Daily Mail, they're saying it's 125. So I don't really know what the fuck is going on, do I? Because everyone just makes up their own figures. Like, 10%, 5%. It's like the media trying to outdo each other. So if you want to find out what's really going on, you're going to have to look to other YouTubers, which may have done more research than me. Maybe somewhere in the government. I don't know. Let's keep pushing in the right direction, people. Listen, have a wonderful day, everyone. Thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate your support. Non-bullshittery. Take care, and I will speak to you later.